All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the call. We're really excited that you joined us tonight to learn a little bit more about Wine Shop at Home. As we like to say, let's talk about turning wine into income. My name is Shelley Whitmarsh-Beal, and I'm the Vice President of Training and Field Development here at Wine Shop at Home. And we have a guest with us tonight. He's a team leader. His name is Chad. I'm going to give you a little bit more introduction here on the next slide so you can learn a little bit more about him. And he is going to help me out tonight as we share information with you about Wine Shop at Home, perks, benefits, all the great things that you want to know to be able to help you make a decision if this is a right fit for you. So thank you to the person that invited you to take a listen tonight, and then you'll want to follow up with them too after the call. At the end of the call, I do show you a 2-minute video that is our CEO and President Jane Creed. So that's always fun to watch. And there'll be a poll at the end and then also a survey at the end too that you can fill out, letting us know if you need any other information. So let's turn the page. All right, so like I said, I have a special guest tonight. This is Chad Greene. He actually lives in Texas. He's been a consultant with us since 2018. And this is a picture of Chad and our winemaker, Alex. So welcome, Chad. Thanks for helping me out tonight.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, it's fun. I always loved it. No one just wants to hear me. That's no fun. So we always want to hear for other perspective from, of course, our consultants and leaders. So Chad, why don't you share a little bit about you and maybe this picture and where that was taken too?
Okay. Well, I am from the great state of Texas in like the oldest historical town of Galveston, here on the water. It's beautiful out here, and it's really nice this time of year. I have always been someone who has loved wine. When I was a teenager, most of my friends, when we're sneaking alcohol behind our parents' backs, they're sneaking like beer and liquor, and I was that weirdo who was trying to sneak wine from underneath my parents' nose. I figured if I'm going to lie to my parents and sin and break the law, I might as well be drinking a drink that Jesus approves of. So I, just drank wine and have always done that. My friends drink wine. I do an annual wine party with my friends every year, where we try new wines and find new wines that we love, and we'll go out and buy them. And it was about a little over 4 years ago that I met someone who did this, and I said, come out, do your thing at my tasting. And she did. And when I found out that you could get paid to do this, I signed up. I was like, I've been doing this for free for 10 years. I might as well get paid for it. So I started doing it then and have never regretted it ever since. And this picture here with Alex, it was great getting to meet him at our convention in Palm Springs. And I was amazed. Not only is he a great winemaker, he is such a super nice person. And he does these Ask Alex webinars once a month where you can ask him, where consultants can get online and ask questions. And I asked him one, and he actually remembered that and remembered who I was. So he's a very personable person, came up and introduced himself to me and met me there at that welcome reception. So I was starstruck.
Alex loves our consultants, and he really loves interacting and sharing and teaching them. And I think that's one kind of cool thing about Wine Shop at Home. Having that access to the winemaker is pretty awesome. So we're going to share with you a little bit more about Wine Shop at Home and about Alex, our winemaker. So first, just to let you know, we actually have over 340 wine awards under our belt. So from international and national wine competitions. Alex actually shared on a call last night that 85% of the competitions he has entered, he's actually won an award. So that was kind of cool to hear. He shared that stat with us. So just so you know, Wine Shop at Home is based out of Napa, California. Alex, our winemaker, is actually a second-generation winemaker from Bordeaux, France. So he actually develops and works with wineries all over the world to help create our wine. So everything is exclusive to us here at Wine Shop at Home. So you can have wines, of course, from California because we're in Napa. That's the closest place, but we had a wine from Austria, which was cool one time, Spain, Italy. So we get wines from everywhere. And like I said, we blend and create the wine ourselves. So everything is exclusive to us. So you won't find it in the grocery store, the wine store, or even a tasting room anywhere. So if anybody falls in love with your wine, then they have to get it from you, right? An independent wine consultant with Wine Shop at Home. So we're a licensed bonded winery. So that's important to note as well. And like I shared, I think before the recording started, at the end, I'm going to show you a video of our CEO and President Jane Creed talking about Wine Shop at Home. So I think this is interesting, and I like to share this stat because when you think about, why would I want to do this? Why would I want to be a consultant with Wine Shop at Home? I think one thing that is so fantastic about us is, of course, we have a consumable product. You don't have to have any inventory, which is nice. So no like mini wine cellar underneath your house or anything, but wine is social. So it's the joy of wine and learning about wine, of course, but also about having that time with your friends. And our consultants actually work multiple different ways, and we'll share a little bit more about that, and that's up to you. But this is a cool stat and that I thought was interesting. So the direct sales industry is actually a $35 billion industry in the US alone. And the direct to consumer wine industry is $2.3 billion industry. So it really is a great partnership. And when I talk about direct to consumer wine, that means wine that can be shipped directly to the customer, of course, without having to go and pick it up down the street at the local store. So I think that's important to hear those statistics because you can see how it really can be rewarding from, of course, the direct selling industry, but also the wine industry and how they come together in this fantastic, combination that we have here at Wine Shop at Home. So Chad and I are going to share a little bit about different ways that people can work their wine gig. So no wine experience necessary, and Chad's going to share a little bit more about that with you too in a little while, but you really can jump in and start having fun. And Chad talked about how Alex does calls. So that's another reason to know you're going to learn what you need to know. So we have all the tools and resources to help you. So if you choose to do in-home guided wine tastings or do virtual or Facebook tastings, you're able to do that. We have Wine Club available to memberships, to your customers and to you, of course. We have new wines that are released every single month. And I think that's important from, of course, having a consumable product, but that's very rare in the direct sales industry to have new product come out every single month, but also rare even in the wine industry. Wineries aren't usually releasing basically a new wine every single month. We have personalized wine labels too. And we also have our philanthropy, which is our give back program, which is the Raise Your Glass America's Mighty Warriors. And this helps vets. We have a close partnership with America's Mighty Warriors. They really are like a part of our wine family. So they even come out to our conventions and stuff, the founder, Debbie Lee, and talk about our philanthropy. I always like to mention to people that you can subscribe to our YouTube page or go check it out. And I like that because you can hear Alex talk too about the wines, but you can learn a little bit more about our wine club there and also America's Mighty Warriors. So Chad, what's your favorite way to work your wine business?
I really like the in-person tastings. I think that they're fun. I love going out and meeting people. There's like a magic to them. The virtual tastings, I think about 25% of my monthly tastings are virtual, where I am through a computer like this. And I do enjoy the virtual tastings. It's great because I can do tastings for people I wouldn't normally be able to do tastings for. If they lived in another city or another state, I would have to say, no, I can't do a tasting because I can't travel there. But having the flexibility to still be able to do a tasting for somebody in another state without having to leave your home, I think that is absolutely fantastic and amazing. And if you really love that, you can still work this business, still make some great money off of it, and save a lot of money because you don't have the gas and the travel expense to get out there. And Wine Club is especially amazing. I love being a member of a wine club. I'm glad that we have one. I love getting the new wines every single month. I think our wine club stands out. I've been a member of wine clubs for other wineries, and one of the things that I didn't appreciate so much with those was that the longer that you're a member of their wine club, the greater the likelihood you're going to start getting the same wines shipped to you again and again, because their menu doesn't change often, and our menu changes monthly. So you're always going to get new wines. I really love that too.
Yeah, that's good to point out. We have anywhere from probably 35 to 70 wines on our wine club, our wine menu at any time. And then getting the new wines every single month is pretty cool. To being able to release it. So even if you say you have a customer that really loves a wine and that wine sells out, there's always something else on the menu that basically could take its place. And we have over, I think, 35 labels, right? Is that right, Chad? That we have available to our customers. And if you go to the wineshopathome.com website, I always like to take people there because you can see all the pretty labels and stuff that we have, and the different wines that we have. Another thing I didn't mention is all of our hosts actually can earn host perks. So hosts that have a wine tasting can earn wine as low as $4.99 or half off, even half price wine clubs. So we love to share those great perks with our host. So here's some commonly asked questions that we get. The first one is, how much time does it take? Just like you can choose how to work your business and have that flexibility, like Chad talked about, you can do the virtual wine tastings, which really opens up a lot of doors, right? You basically are able to do tastings all over the country that way, or do the in-home tastings, or just sell personalized wine, right? To companies, whatever you want to do, you have that flexibility, but you also have the flexibility of time and when you work. So this really can work around your business. So we have consultants that do this kind of as a side thing, more of a hobby, part-time, full-time. We have consultants that even do this as a career. So you have that option. The cool thing is you're in charge of your schedule. So we don't tell you when to go to work. You basically choose when you work or when you do those wine tastings. So that flexibility is pretty awesome. There's also a lot of support, and you've heard us probably already talk about that, but you get training guidance from, of course, your peers, help from our IWC Care team, our winemaker, of course, leader support, which is important, the person that welcomes you to Wine Shop at Home. And really, you don't need wine experience or even training, because we give you all the tools that you need in order to be able to be successful. So you don't have to be a sommelier. A lot of people think, oh, I don't know anything about wine, I have to know all this stuff. You really don't. A lot of times people say, I signed up to be a consultant because I just liked wine. And that was it, right? I knew there was a red wine and a white wine. Now, Chad has a little bit more experience with the wine, but not all of our consultants do. So Chad, would you add anything to this about time? Because you work a full-time job, right?
I do. I work a full-time job with an insurance company, and I do this part-time on the side. I am working to make this a full-time career. I've got myself a 5-year plan to be able to finally say goodbye to my day job. But I think that for the flexibility is key. I think you could, for any consultants that are looking into doing a side business, there are other direct sales companies. You have to buy these kits that have a lot of product. You have to have an inventory, and you have to kind of do a lot of things. They say with ours, we are so flexible, more flexible than anything I've ever heard any other direct sales. We have no quotas. You basically work your business when you want to do it. You decide how many tastings you want to do. You decide when you're going to do those tastings. You decide how far you're willing to travel, or if you want to do virtual or not. The winery does not really in any way tell you how to run your business like that. It is 100% up to you. And I think that's just fantastic.
Yeah, that's it. And being like a business owner, basically you have that flexibility. So it really is in the true sense. So Chad, I'm going to let you talk about what these are.
Okay, I love these. These, for those of you that are considering this, but you're worried about not having the information about the wines, this is your key. This is your lifeline. These are called vent notes. They come with every bottle of wine that we sell, whether you're buying it as a customer or whether you're a consultant. They're going to be in the sampler with the wines at your tasting. I use these at my tasting. I make no secret about it that everything that I am going to share about the wines, I'm going to read directly off of these cards, and I actually stand up there with the cards and read them. I don't read everything on each one of them. I pick different things that I think are going to be interesting about it. But I make sure to share the information. I let them know that one of the coolest things about our wines is it does come with a recipe that pairs with it. That's something that's really big that I talk about with my guests at my tastings, that sometimes you just want to do a charcuterie board, but there are some people that would really like to do a wine dinner. And we make it very easy, because if you have a couple of our wines on hand, all you have to do are make the recipes that come with those wines, and you're going to have a perfectly paired wine dinner with recipes designed by chefs that know what they're doing. And it makes it easy. And then I pass these around at the tasting after I finish reading over it, and let them look at it, let them see. And then I tell them, hey, if you want that recipe, just go to my website. You can download it from there.
Yeah, that is cool. That's true, because all the vent note cards are on your website when you click on the image of the wine that you like, and you can look at them. So that would be great for you guys to do that are on the call. Go to your consultant's website and find a wine you like and see the recipe, because it's funny because every month I'm like, oh my gosh, like that looks so good. Salted caramel mini apple pies, like all the recipes and stuff are so cool. And our winemaker and our director of marketing picks those out. But I love the simplicity of this. And I usually that will reassure somebody and they go, okay, you're right. I don't need to know everything. You literally can read. You can even pass the card around and have the, guest at the tasting read or the host at the tasting read. But yeah, every time somebody purchases a bottle of wine, this card for the wine they purchase actually comes in the box. So that's pretty cool too. They're able to get this. And I love the sweetometer. This sweetometer here, this actually is on every single bottle on the back. So it lets you know how sweet or how dry the wine is too. So there's even a QR code on the back of the wine too. And you can just scan the QR code and that will take you directly to that wine and share about it too. So a lot of great resources for you guys too as consultants. All right, let's talk about some perks for you as a consultant. So the first one is we have a program called Pop the Cork, and this is for all new consultants in your first 100 days of business. So what this does is reward you as you hit different milestones. It's a training and a rewards program. So you hit different milestones and you're rewarded usually with what we call WineShop bucks. And WineShop bucks are like cash, and you can purchase wine with them or stemware, whatever you want to buy with them, even business tools if you wanted to. But it's a fantastic program that really helps get your business off to a great start. You can earn wine monthly as well. So this is pretty cool. So there's a point program, and based on what you do with your business, you earn points, and you can earn between a half a case and a full case of wine every single month. And that is wine that is picked out by our winemaker. You can also earn a dream vacation every year for you and a guest. And we do tropical destinations, domestic, European this year. Right now, our consultants are working towards a trip to London. Last year, we actually went to Napa because COVID, we stayed domestic, but we've done Costa Rica and all kinds of tropical places, cruises, all kinds of things. So it's just a real extra benefit for your business. You can earn that dream vacation every year. And we've talked about it a couple of times about the no inventory, but I just like to stress that because a lot of times when people are, starting a business, they're like, well, how much do I need to invest, right? What do I need to do to start making income, or how does it work? And we'll talk about the business kits, but not having to purchase $5,000-$6,000 in inventory, and have it in your basement is a huge, huge perk and benefit as well. And of course, income. When I started my journey in direct sales 19 years ago, I was in it really for income. I had replaced my full-time job and I was able to do this full-time. And now I've been in the industry for 19 years. So I definitely know that you can earn a great income doing this. I usually say to people, time and money are married. So based on what you put into it is what you'll get out of it. So if you're working more of a hobby, right, that would depend on your paycheck. And then obviously if you work more career, then you would have a higher paycheck. So what's your favorite perk, Chad?
The monthly wine.
Okay. Yeah.
Mag 7, Mag 12. Okay, my favorite is the income. I mean, I guess without it, I wouldn't be doing this, but the extra perks, yeah, I like earning the monthly wine and the wine shop bucks. I'm trying to remember the last time I actually had to pay cash out of my pocket for our wines. It's great getting wine shipped to you every month. And then I went in and placed an order just earlier today and had wine shop bucks sitting there that I can use to pay for my order. So I used it and didn't have to pay anything for my order today.
Yeah, that's cool. And Chad, actually, we have a program. It's called Perks of Rank. And when you're paid at your title every month, you get wine shop bucks. And then we just throw them into your account. So Chad has been raking up the wine shop bucks, which is really nice, right? So on top of it, you're making the income, but you don't have to maybe put out money to buy great wine. So I love that. So let's talk about a little bit more about income. So our starting wine consultants can earn between 20 and 35% commission based on their monthly sales. Leaders, so if you choose to be a leader like Chad is, you can earn between 29 and 44% plus additional bonus for their team sales. You can earn team bonuses for supporting those that join your team, even starting with the first team member that you welcome. And then our upper levels of leadership actually can earn cash bonuses as well. So there's a bonus structure. Everybody really starts with that 20%. And then you can earn bonuses and an extra 5, 10, 15% based on what you do in sales any given month. So if you want to learn more about the compensation plan, you connect with the person that invited you and they can kind of map it out a little bit more. I always say, tell the person that, welcomed you or invited you tonight, how much income you would like to make. and they'll be able to map out a plan with you and let you know how many wine tastings that you would want to do every single month. And then that kind of breaks it down for you too. So next, let's talk about this. So we're doing a fantastic program, and it's an incentive promotion right now. So anybody that becomes a wine consultant between January 1st and June 30th, they can actually go into a drawing to win a trip to London to join us on our dream vacation that takes place in January. So you can connect with your leader and say, hey, what's this London thing? And they'll be able to tell you how that works. Really what it is, if you do like one wine tasting a week breakdown, you can actually get into the drawing to do this. So there'll be other cool prizes as well. So you have 5 months to hit a goal. And then once you achieve that, then you go into the drawing. So this is cool because we've never done it before. So I always like to bring this up about winning a trip to London as a brand new consultant. All right, Chad, let's talk about business kits. All right, so the first thing I like to recommend is when people start their business is the first thing is decide when you're going to do basically your first tasting. So your kickoff tasting or launch tasting. Once you've decided that with your wine consultant, then pick your business kit. So we have 3 different business kits to choose from. We do have a true virtual kit. It's called the virtual vino kit. You don't even get anything in the mail. It's all virtual. The social sip kit. This gives you some tools to start your business, especially for the wine tastings, but you also automatically get enrolled in our 2-bottle dry mix wine club. So the first month, the $99, you get the wine club with that, and then you would be responsible for a wine club every month after that. We also have a premium pour kit, and this enrolls you in the 4-bottle wine club. Same thing. You basically, it's included in your first month. It comes with your kit, and then each additional month you would be responsible for your wine club. Now, wine club is optional. So even if you start with the social sip kit and you're like, oh, I don't really want wine club after, let's say, my 2nd month, you can put it on pause or you can even cancel it. So it's totally optional, but it's nice to get wine club every month, like Chad said, right? Just to kind of see, like, and taste. You can talk about it. Your taste.
Right. Yeah, you get to taste all the wines. Yeah, it's easier to talk about at the tastings. And of course, if you have people coming over to your house, when you tell them you're a wine consultant, you're going to want to have plenty of your wines on hand to showcase. If you didn't have any of your wines in your wine rack, that would probably say something unintentional to those people. So you definitely want to, it's a great way to keep our wine shop wines on hand for you to enjoy all the time and to share with your friends anytime you have a party.
I think one great thing about our wines, and I probably should have mentioned it earlier, is Alex, when he is mixing and blending the wines, he does the wines based on what he calls European standards. So there are the lowest amount of sulfites. You have to, there's sulfites, you have to have that right for your wine. So he tries to keep it as, I guess, natural basically as he can. So he doesn't use the standards based on the US, he uses European standards. Plus we're more small batch winery. So we have wines that aren't sitting on shelves forever, right? You don't know. So they don't have to have, I always say the extra gunk in them. I'm sure there's a better way to say it. So that's always important, I think, to know. And that's a common question that we get too.
Yeah.
So once you've decided when you're gonna do your tasting and pick your kit, you can sign up directly with the wine consultant that invited you tonight. If by chance that you found us on social media or saw an ad, I'm going to give you my information and then I'll connect you with Chad and he'll be able to help you answer any other questions you have and get you signed up as well. So you go to wineshop@home.com to click becoming a consultant, fill out an inquiry form, but it's faster just to message me and I'll be able to connect you with Chad super quick. Another thing that is included in your first month of your business kit is what we call our WOW package. So this is kind of our tech package. So this gives you access to all the training you need, social media tools. We have over 3,000 images that have been created that you can use in all your social media platforms or even download them and text them to people. It also includes, we have a CRM system that is going to be released very soon. So all kinds of great things, included in your WOW package to really help run your business. And that even includes your personal website. So if you go to wineshop@home.com, your website looks exactly like that, but it's branded to you. So you'll have your name and your picture on it too. So anytime anybody even places an order on your website, you'll get credit for that as well. All right. Do you have a favorite kit, Chad? What kit would you, if you were to sign up today, what would you get? Because these kits weren't around when you signed up.
No, or at least not exactly like this. I would probably definitely go for the social sip kit. I think it's nice. It gives you enough of everything that you need. It comes with wine in it there for you. The virtual vino kit is an amazing kit. I do wish that they offered that whenever I was joining, but if you're planning on doing your tastings in person, you'll eventually have to buy the materials in the social sip kit. So it's best to, I mean, if you can shell out the $100, it's best to do that now. It'll actually save you money on all of those materials in the long run to just buy them as part of the kit and get them and just get them and then yeah get your wine club membership going with that as well. So definitely the social sip kit, but if money's no option, I mean everything in the premium pour kit is you're going to use it, so it's not like you're not getting a ton of value out of any of these kits.
Yeah, there's even, let's say you go for the social sip kit, we have what we call an add-on kit, and you can buy it anytime in your business. And that includes everything in the premium pour kit that wasn't in the social sip kit, right? So you basically can purchase that as well, but you can piece buy stuff as well. But I always tell people, it honestly does not matter what business kit you start with. Success is defined on actually starting your business and getting those tastings on your calendar. So we have a lot of people that have done the virtual vino and are fine because they do a lot of virtual stuff, right? So, and they're very successful. So that's always a plus. Okay, so I'm going to launch a little poll here before we go to Jane's video. So you have a poll, it should pop up, and there's just some quick questions you can answer for us. And then Chad, what else should we talk about? Is there anything else that you would maybe mention?
I think for any of you that are seriously considering joining and you're going to be doing that, quickly, our convention wine camp is coming up in August. I would highly recommend going to that. I didn't my first year in the business because I joined in April, and it just, I talked myself out of it, spending that kind of money on convention that early. But I really wish that I had gone, because when I finally did go, it was so much fun. I learned so much. It jump started my business. I met so many other consultants, and they really do make you feel like you are part of the family, and you realize just how big what this thing is that you're becoming a part of really is. So I would highly, highly recommend, if you can make it work, going to convention this August, even if you just now sign up.
Yeah, that's going to take place in the Dallas area. It's in Frisco. And like Chad said, it's in August. And yeah, it's just I think it helps with the big picture. The owners are there. They'll be speaking, of course, our CEO, all of the corporate staff, sales and stuff will be there as well. And then all of our consultants. This is actually a picture from Palm Springs convention, which was the first one you went to. And then, we had 2 virtual conventions because of good old COVID. But yeah, that's just a picture of one of the teams there. And there's it's cool. It's just really, you'll hear Jane, our CEO, talk about, it's really one way nation, and it really kind of pulls everybody together. And I think because we hadn't really been together in 2 years as a full company, it's going to be pretty awesome. And our theme is going to be the Great Wine Rodeo, so it's going to be a little fun and cheesy. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So yeah, so I'm glad you mentioned that, because that's just an extra perk. And sometimes people ask that, do you have conventions or anything else that you guys do? And then we just had a leader event in March. So we'll probably continue to do that every year as well. All right, cool. So thanks for the survey. We'll go next thing. And does anybody have any questions? Okay, I don't see any questions. Put in the chat, or you can raise your hand and I can allow you to ask. If not, I'll just play Jane's video. All right, cool. Thanks for joining me tonight, Chad. It was fun.
Thank you for having me. It was great. I'm really honored to be selected to be on this month.
Well, you earned it for sure. I think that's a little recognition and perk for doing such an awesome job. And I will throw out there, because you're on here, a lot of times people think direct sales, it's all for women. Right? No, we have a lot of guys. Probably our top leader consultant in the company is a man, right? We have a lot of guys. We have a lot of couples that do this together as well. So it's really for everybody, like to be able, wine doesn't really discriminate. You just have to be over 21. That's what I tell people. So it doesn't matter. You do. All right, cool. I don't see any questions. So I'm going to start Jane's video, and then after that, we'll disconnect and there will be a survey. If you have any further questions, you can reach out to me. I think I had that slide. So it's Shelley, Shelley at wineshopathome.com. And again, I can connect you with Chad if you have any further questions, if you don't already have a wine consultant. And with that, let's play the video. I'm going to hide myself. I'm going to go off camera and you can see. There we go. Okay, here we go.
WineShop at Home is a great disruptor in the world of wine, really turning the world of wine on its head. As a direct seller, direct-to-consumer wine business, our independent wine consultants throughout the country present cutting-edge virtual or in-home wine tastings to let people learn about wine and purchase wine in the comfort of their own home. Our winemaker really crafts wine by hand and by heart. We are not married to one particular vineyard. Our winemaker is able to find the best, blend the best, and offer the best every single time.
I'm an independent wine consultant because I love wine. I love sharing wine with other people, and I love helping people change their lives.
My wine business has allowed me to do everything. It has opened so many doors, and I have the freedom to spend my time however I want to spend it.
The great mission of WineShop at Home is really to bring people together, to laugh, to celebrate what it is to be human, and to use wine as a way to experience the whole lifestyle of food, wine, and joy to enrich our lives. We are really helping both men and women to be able to have a very joyful career working from home, and being able to watch people grow and thrive is an extraordinary experience to me as a woman and as a CEO.
I love wine. I get to drink wine. I get to meet new people, and I get to share this experience with others. What's not to love?
When you become a wine consultant, you join a tribe of enthusiastic, encouraging, and loving wine consultants. We're a tribe or a family.